Good afternoon. How are you, friends and families? Want to thank God again, who keeps us safe even amidst these trying times that we are in. And we are grateful that He still loves us, He still shows us His greatest interest on us. And He still shows great interest in our families. Today, we still talking about the childless families, whereas last time I looked at the causes for childlessness, especially the infertility with women. Today I want to look in men, and then we will move over to something else next time. My much concern, what I want us all to discover and pick up is that it's very common that when there is no child in the family, it's always looked upon as the problem is only with women. In our next clip, I will be talking to the in-laws particularly, because they frustrate the couple at the end of the day, and they end up causing tension between these partners. So most of the times when there is no child in the family, people tend to think that the problem is only with women. But research has shown that biologically it's also possible that there might be no child in the family because the problem is with men. So it might be that the woman has no problem, everything. And you will hear sometimes people saying, or a man saying, it can't be me because I have a child, or I once had a child when I was growing up. But there is a possibility that you might have had a child when you grow up, but now there is a problem of infertility. Now, few things that may cause infertility with men. Number one, is the issue of sperm production, or sperm count, should we say. So if a man has a problem with sperm production or the sperm count, it can cause the infertility. So it doesn't matter what it does, but as long as there is no enough sperm production, then the woman might not conceive. Sometimes you may find that there is sperm production, but there is a problem with those sperms that are produced. Also, that can cause infertility in the process. Sometimes you may find that there are some chronic sicknesses with men, with that particular man, that can cause infertility as well. And sometimes there can also be some psychological issues that can cause infertility in the process. So instead of looking at the woman, you might find that you prolong your problem because you are keeping on blaming the woman, looking at the woman only, and trying to treat the woman, whereas the problem is not with the woman. So I want to say, whenever there is a problem with infertility in the family, let us not only look in women, let us look on both sides. When we go to visit the doctors, whatever the efforts that we are taking to try to solve this issue of infertility, let us also not forget that the problem might be with men as well. And the problem being with men does not make you a lesser man than any other man. You are a man. It's just that, as I said the other time, ever since the fall of man in the Garden of Eden, nothing is actually normal on earth. So there are challenges. Sometimes the problems might be undictatable. You find that people will go to visit the doctors and things like those, and you find that they don't actually pick up what the problem is. It's possible. We are living in a world which is full of these ununderstandable things. There is still that great controversy, the war between good and evil. So that causes these things that are unpleasant that we are seeing. So whenever we have that challenge in the family, let us not fight each other as a family. Let us not fight each other as a couple, but let us not attack each other, but attack this problem that we have. When we attack the problem that we have, we will work together. At the end of the day, you may find that we can find solution. However, there are those possibilities that we can try this and that, and you find that at the end of the day, the problem is not solved. At the end of the day, there is no child that is born. Sometimes because of the problems that we have, it makes it impossible for us to conceive. Or sometimes because there is something that the doctors that we are attending are missing. Maybe seeing somebody else may quickly knock in the right place and solve the problem. But what I'm saying is that let us not attack each other. Let us not attack each other. Let us attack the issue, because the problem here is what is in front of us, not the person. So let us work together, go to the doctors together, allow for the doctors to check on both of us and see if the problem is not in any one of us. So I want to say to men particularly, these women, these wives that God has given us, they are a blessing. We are marrying a woman, not marrying children. So therefore, let us remember that we are still a couple. We are still married, even if there are no children. We still have an obligation to make each other happy, despite that there are no children in the family. Therefore, let us work together, remembering that the problem can be in either of us. Therefore, if the problem can be in either of us, we may need a solution either of us. It is why my wish and my prayer that let us all the time focus in trying to bring happiness to each other. Let that be our mission. Let that be our goal, to bring happiness to each other. Therefore, that would mean that even if there are no children in the family, we will still target bringing happiness to each other. We're still a family even so. May God bless you and enjoy the rest of your day. I love you all.